All right, we'll move to our final panelist. I did just want to note that during this presentation we had several questions come in from the audience. I continue to encourage you to bring questions forward. And also, again, those of you that are participating through the live stream, you also have an opportunity, so please do send in your questions and observations, and as time allows, we'll work through those. So let me introduce our last panelist. Topic here is corporate stewardship, partnering to improve agricultural practices. Presentation by Randhir Chauhan, Managing Director, Netafim, India.
I would like to thank, first of all, the committee for giving an opportunity to speak. Gavin, Rob. At this conclave, a lot has been shared on water and related issues. So I'll save the time on some of those slides where I'm going to share with you what is the challenge related with water in India. I'm representing a company called Netafim. Actually, the meaning of that word, Neta and Fim, is basically water drop. So that itself demonstrates that we are working in water. But to relate that, if I have to use one of the presentation today, Bastian mentioned something about nano, which relates with the farmers. So we are really working at that level for preservation of water and generating value which is not only confined at water. So in the presentations it has been shared already that the water up to an 80% in India is used in agriculture, and wherein 50% of the population is dependent directly on agriculture. So if something has to be addressed, the existing consumption of 80% has to go down, and I think there is a good bunch of suggestions which is coming out that what all can be done. So I would confine myself, we as corporation, actually what we are doing in this particular area. So while looking at these challenges, wherein we not only have a concern on arable land, but the amount of water which is available in India. So what all we can do in this space? So using that technology clubs with the practices, use as much as less you can in terms of resources and bring as much as more you can. And which are those resources basically? So while we talk about it, it's water, power, also the agro inputs which may not necessarily be useful when used in excess, and also it requires a lot less labor compared to the other conventional practices we have. Just repeating on those numbers, if you look at it, the food demand because of the population has to go up, and for that it is imperative to produce more from what is available. So only these numbers reinstate that there is a great need to work on the use of water management, particularly in agriculture. So while we look at that, there is a certain and specific emphasis by political fraternity also to address this issue, not only because there is a 50% of vote bank there, but there is no way out. If that 50% of population is going to have difficulties in doing what they are doing, it is going to have a significant impact on the rest of the 50%. Now, so while we move on, I would like to just take you through some of those things very specifically, sticking to the subject, how are we partnering in improving those agricultural practices in the agrarian part of the country. So we could look at working with those farmers. To give an example, that if we look at what is the number of farmers we touch every year new. Last year we touched about 75,000 farmers, and 75,000 farmers, if you technically look at what drip irrigation does based upon various studies which are conducted, it saves 50% of water, and it can improve the yield between 25 to 100%. So for those 75,000, on a thumb rule, we have not only saved 50% of the water they use in agriculture, but there are other values which we have added. This is our generic business model which we do day in, day out for bread and butter. But what is it that under the endorsement and membership of this, how do we cross that 1 mile beyond what is our regular working? So when we look at this, we take this story that while this is mandatory to go for the various water conservation techniques, we take this story from one strategist to the other strategist and look for partnering with them, be the government or be the non-government agencies which are working in this space. So what the way we do it, first of all, put that story up, then look for the connect by making awareness among the various partners, look for collaborations. Now we look for this collaboration that range starts from the field or village level societies which we would like to go a step beyond what they are doing, right from that to corporates like Coca-Cola or Pepsi. Now, what is it that we have actually done so far as Netafim India? While as Netafim Global we are working in more than 100 countries, that we have covered about 250,000 farmers in this country who are using this micro irrigation technology. And every year we will be adding anything between a range of 75,000 to 100,000 farmers every year. Now, to give you some of those specific examples, we worked with an NGO in a village called Moti Tokri in Gujarat, which is quite adjacent to our headquarters also there. And the one more example which probably I'll share a little bit in detail is from Jharkhand, wherein we have given small very mini irrigation systems which are mainly used by really marginal farmers. Then we have a collaboration with Bharti Walmart for training. We are working with Unilever, Coca-Cola, and also Bayer Crop Sciences. I'll touch few lines on each of them. And also we have alliances with some of the NGOs, to name specifically Care Dilasa, and we work through various irrigation chapters of Irrigation Association of India to promote this. So let me little bit dive deep into the example of Moti Tokri. This village basically is a village of tribal farmers, and in these farmers what we did basically is we did a hand holding with those farmers with the help of this NGO, wherein the total the life of these 23 farming families have seen a dramatic change. The earnings, while they grew up by multiple times, what you can see is that the village which never thought that they can get into any kind of cash crop cultivation, today from those 23 started, this number has already crossed more than 50 farmers who are doing cash crop cultivation in that village. So the effect or the change is visible, and now from here it has become a phenomena, and for that NGO here, that this has become an additional tool to promote the greater cause through their NGO. The other example, while you can look at these numbers, that how their revenues have grown up, I would like, and the crops you can see that all of them are vegetable. That does not mean that they need to continue with that. All these are seasonal crops, but depending upon what better prices they can get, they can change those crops. And the role we played is basically also to advise them what they can grow and what they should grow on that. Moving on to some different example, which is on family drip system. Why is it called family drip system? Is basically it's a very small kit which can be 500 square meters. We targeted some women farmers basically, wherein they were having severe concerns in continuing their agriculture in that area. So we targeted them, we looked at them, and we asked ourselves the question, beyond just giving them a mean of meeting their survival needs, what is it that we can do for them? So with the help of the government and also the NGO working there, we worked out a model which started from supply of equipment, knowledge, and then the post-harvest service. We did the hand-holding for 2 to 3 seasons with them, and then the know-how transfer took place. So this is a story where if I have to quote some of the examples, a lady who has been doing this agriculture for a decade has earned in 3 months 75,000 rupees, and she had no idea how to calculate that. And while I am emphasizing on the revenue part of it, the government has highly acknowledged this effort which started with our small work, and it has already announced that 150,000 such units the government is going to sponsor in Jharkhand area. So we worked as a catalyst to show them that while the objective of water conservation can be made, there are other areas like socio-economic stability in that area, empowering women can be achieved, and it worked very well for that. So in these 2 examples, the partnering of our company went beyond just supplying the equipment, but to do that hand-holding to change the agricultural practices. Taking this forward, in Bharti, Walmart has an initiative here in India where they have other training facilities for imparting those know-hows to the farmers. In those training centers, Netafim is an active partner, and we impart training to those various farmers. The idea which through this training center is going on, that the farmers would come and get the training, and the target is to reach about 40,000 farmers as their training members at those centers by 2015. Moving on to the next examples, Unilever in their supply chain through marketers sources various vegetable inputs. Netafim has an agreement with them, and we are partnering in that initiative where we impart the knowledge to the farmers to grow the vegetables or their need according to what is expected under the guidelines. So this partnering mainly comes into while you practice the agriculture, once you decide to become the member of this marketers. The current status there, we are currently in the demo phase of this arrangement, and the idea is that in the 3 states, which is Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh, in coming 24 months, the base will be more than 1,000 farmers. Giving another example, how is Netafim partnering with other corporate? Coca-Cola under the CSR, they are supplying the equipment of drip irrigation to farmers in villages of Rajasthan. Netafim is an active partner there, and we partner in making that objective getting realized, that okay, you use the micro irrigation while you save these things and have a positive footprint on that, how the socio life of that farmer can change. So far we are there since 2008, and as the project will move on, we'll go on being a partner to Coca-Cola. In other cases, the other example is that Bayer Life Sciences, they also are getting into the studies. So we are constantly looking at such partners from different areas of the society to partner with them. We have started doing work within sugarcane, and the next crop which also gallops a lot of water is rice, and there is an intent to partner in that initiative also. So going forward, we as Netafim, so far what we have realized is that yes, while we can do all this, the areas we look upon is that we will be collaborating into public-private partnership. The example is Maharashtra. We're partnering actually with Deloitte, which is the mandate taken by Deloitte in cotton. And while this will go on, will continue with the alliances. Now, the statement or the tagline of Netafim is basically to grow more with less, and that synergizes with the theme of this: how do we use less and less commodities, mainly water, and grow more value for the people in India and outside India. Thank you very much.